Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Money Hungry Mama. I am so excited to have Kristy with us tonight. Kristy, take it away.
Hi guys. I'm Kristy. I am a mom of three. I have a daughter that's 5, a son that is going to be 4 in August, and my youngest daughter is going to turn 1 on Father's Day.
Wow, hands full.
Yes. I'm also a high school English teacher. I'm currently on maternity leave, and I'm the owner of the Timeless Threads, a small embroidery business.
I love it. So, the Timeless Threads is embroidery steeped with nostalgia. What sparked this idea to turn threading into a business?
So it's actually a funny story. It all started with an Etsy order gone wrong. So when my first daughter was born, I knew I wanted some kind of mama shirt made out of her hospital blanket or some of her clothing. So I waited and then I had my son and I finally pulled the trigger. I ordered a sweatshirt that said mama, and it took 2 months to get to me, first of all. It was double the price of what I charge, and then when I got it, I just looked at it and I was like, "This is lazy craftsmanship." Like, I just wasn't happy. I couldn't stop thinking about it, and, that turned into me, like, wallowing for months over it and just thinking, like, "I could have done this better myself."
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is like so creative. I love that. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. So, you got this shirt and you were like, "Oh my gosh, no, like this I could do this myself." So then how did you teach yourself how to do this?
So, fast forward, like, months and months, like, now I have my 3rd daughter, and I can't get over this sweatshirt. I'm, like, so upset about it. So, I'm just laying in bed randomly one night in September of 2024, and I'm just searching on TikTok. I'm literally typing in embroidery machines, and I'm just watching videos of these TikTok embroiderers, like, just doing their thing, and it basically became, like, a nightly routine. I was doing it for the whole month of September, and then one night, my husband was like, "What are you watching?" And, so we started watching them together, and then fast forward, I'd say, like, another 3 weeks, I rolled over in bed one night and I was like, "Mike, I'm gonna buy an embroidery machine." And he just turned and looked at me and he just said, "Do it."
Well, I love that it was just like those late night scrolling. I swear to goodness, that's the only reason why this podcast started because of late night scrolling and watching other people and being like, "I can do this. I can absolutely
Yeah.
do this." Now, with embroidery, I have tried it before. It was actually one of my failed hustles. So, with embroidery, I'm going to be so honest on here, guys. I found it extremely hard. What is your advice for anybody that's just starting? Like, my machine always got the threading got stuck. So, what is your best advice for somebody that's like, I could do it?
Listen, I'm good now, but when I first started, I was not good, okay? There was a lot of fails, just like you said, a lot of wasted materials.
Mhm.
I was digging through, like, scrap T-shirts in the closet. I was taking my husband's shirts, like, just practice, practice, practice. It's just trial and error over and over and over.
Love it. Love it. And where did you like, did you watch like certain YouTube videos? Is that how you kind of taught yourself?
Yes. So YouTube and TikTok, that it's like a wealth of knowledge. I self-taught myself just watching other embroiderers on YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah, I love me some YouTube, honestly. Honestly, it's so good. I feel like whenever I have a question, I'm like, YouTube, let me ask you
Yes.
real quick. So what's it like being a creative small business owner in your community? Do you
I
do like
mean,
a lot of vendor events or
so actually it's hard because a lot of my work is like personalized.
Mhm.
So I can do like generic, like mom, dad, like random shirts that I have done and sold at vendor events. But most people that come to the vendor events will pre order ahead of time.
Interesting. How do you set that up?
So basically, I can do anything and everything embroidery, but my absolute favorite is like what I'm wearing here, like applique.
Cute.
I love keepsake applique. So turning baby clothes into like sweatshirt, it's my go-to thing. It's my absolute favorite. So I'll just like post on my Instagram if I'm going to be at a vendor show or event or a pop-up, and I'll say like bring your baby clothes here, pre-order, and I'll give you a discount.
I love it. So it's kind of like just getting it out there for all of your followers that are following you, like, hey, like I'm gonna be
Yes.
here. If you bring your clothes to the event, you'll get a discount for getting
Yes,
it to the event.
absolutely.
Very cool. Very cool. So that kind of goes into it. So you're collecting these keepsake items like baby clothes, things like that. How do you collaborate with your clients to bring a vision to reality? Do they ever like request crazy different things, or do you always customly do like mom or dad and like have your set designs?
So a majority will choose like the typical mom or mama or dad, but I've had like some crazy personalizations but it's fun, like cool names for grandmothers and like other they want to personalize for like an aunt or an uncle or something. But I've had like such cool names. Like one grandpa was Dude Pa. Like I love
I
that.
love that. I love that. My kids call my grandpa, so their great grandpa G Pop. It just
I love that.
it just my grandma wanted to be called Gigi, and then one day my son was just like G Pop, and I was like, all right, I could deal with that. I was like, that's cute.
Cute. I like that.
I honestly am a fan fave of that one. What is one of the most meaningful projects that you've ever done? I mean, you're dealing with very sentimental pieces.
Yes. Oh God, there's a lot. I have to say this business definitely opened up like a line of like trust and like a lot of emotions go into it for sure. So I've dealt with like clothing from people whose children passed away. I've done people that have lost like their mother, their father, their grandfather. Um, I've had to do like a onesie from a stillborn, so touching. But then you get really happy ones. Like I just had an order I absolutely loved of like two rainbow babies. I also did an order of a baby that was born prematurely. She was only like 1 pound, 10 ounces. So I worked with her little shirt that was like this tiny. But there's like so many stories and I love that I have that connection with like the customer. They're not just an order, like they share their stories with me and basically their lives with me.
I mean, it's definitely, like the fact of I still have my kids' clothes, and I'm like, one day I'm going to do something with them. Like it's so funny. Like you don't know what you're gonna do, but you keep your favorite pieces, and you're like, one day I'm gonna do something with this.
Yes.
Now, okay, let's say I come to you. How do you usually take your orders? Is it mostly on Instagram, or are you on other places as well?
Yes, so I am so old school and like I like to talk to the customer. I don't like them filling out a form and they're not just an order to me. Like I like communication.
For sure.
So they'll literally just DM me and we'll just talk back and forth. I'll get every information that I need and that's it.
Love it. Okay, so now let's say I'm giving you all of my clothes. I'm assuming like how I'm kind of picturing it is there has to be options, right? So like maybe sweatshirts, t-shirts, things like that. Do you have like different colors and styles already in hand, or do you order them after you figure out what kind of colors and things that they want?
So the basic most popular colors like black, charcoal gray, light gray, and sand, like a beige tan, I have on hand at all times. Sometimes like navy, some people want military green. I've had some people request pink. Those I'll order after they place their order.
Okay, for sure, for sure. And how long do you usually tell people that, it's going to take to get it back?
So I tell them that my turnaround time is 7 to 10 days, but I love doing this. If you watch my Instagram stories, I'm like banging these things out. So I never take that long unless it's like right before a holiday. Sometimes I might push like the 10 to 14 days.
Okay. Okay. And then when it comes to the threading, because I'm looking at yours, so I'm going by yours. I'm assuming that threading around the letters is what's keeping it in. So do you just
Yes.
have like a bunch of different thread colors to choose from as well? Or do you
I have
kind of
every
do
thread color like
okay.
under the sun. I have 50 shades of blue, green, pink, you name it, I have it.
Oh my gosh, very cute. And then when it's all said and done and the sweatshirt's done, do you send back the scraps of the work as well, their clothes?
Yes. Yes, I would never it's funny, that's like the number one question I'm asked. They're like,
Yeah.
"Do you return the" Yes, because those clothes are so important. There's a reason you sent them to me. I always send back anything left over. Even if it's a little tidbit, you're getting it back.
Yeah. So I know that this is a kind of a recent business, but did you notice the time of the year where it got like crazy in amount of orders? Or is it pretty
Mm,
steady?
So it is steady all the time. Like it's constant. There's many times that I'm like, I'm gonna stop like advertising and they just still keep coming in, which I love.
Yeah.
But right before Christmas, I got crushed. Mother's Day especially was insane. Like I was up every night for like 3 weeks until 2, 3 in the morning working.
Wow.
And then right just now, right before Father's Day, I finally like caught my breath, but right before Father's Day, same thing. But my issue is I do not know how to say no. So
A
I'm like,
reoccurring
I'm
theme on
cutting
here.
off, yes, I'm like, I'm cutting off orders on this day, this time. That's it. I'll take 5 more orders. Then I'm like, all right, the day before I'm taking in more orders because I just feel bad.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, especially because like what you offer is so sentimental. You know what I mean? Like especially for like the holidays and things like that. I can imagine somebody really wanting to give something special like, "Oh, that was her first outfit." You know, like that's
Yeah.
so sweet. So you kind of are helping me with the next question. How do you balance motherhood with the 3 kids and running the shop, especially on these large runs, busy seasons?
It's crazy. It really is. Luckily my older two, my daughter's in pre-K 4 and my son's in pre-K 3. So right now and during the school year, I only have my daughter at home, the 1 year old or almost 1 year old. So I work during her nap times.
Yeah,
So she'll take like 2 2-hour naps and I'll bang out like 2 shirts.
that's amazing.
But then other than that, it's once they go to bed. Like my night doesn't start until 8, sometimes 9 o'clock at night, and I'm going till 2, 3 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, power to you, honestly. But, like, do you enjoy it?
I do. That's the only reason that I'm okay with it because I love doing it.
Yeah, I think that's so important. And like for everybody listening, like, you heard it here. Like she starts at 8 and goes till 2 a.m., but she genuinely loves it. Like I think if you love it, it just also helps a lot for sure.
Yes.
Has your role as a mom inspired any specific designs or products that you offer?
Yes. So I also started doing, which I love. So I love pictures. Like you can ask any of my friends wherever we go. My camera is always out because I'm taking pictures of everything. Like I just love like remembering and going back. So a big thing I love is I started offering like portraits on shirts kind of. So like my favorite family portrait, one of my former students is actually like my personal photographer. So shout out to Sabrina. Sabrina did photography. She takes family portraits for me. And I started just sampling, like printing them out and getting them stitched out on shirts, offering that. And that's been such a hit too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when it comes to photos, you spend so much money on these family portraits, and it's always like, oh man, what am I doing with them? I love that. That's sweet. That's
Yeah.
so. Let's say, what is your kind of game plan? Like when you're not feeling well or orders need to be met, like how do you kind of just keep yourself going in the unpredictability?
So there are days like I got hit a couple months ago. I was so sick. Like I couldn't even lift my head off the bed. And then my daughter got sick. And then my son got sick. Like it just ran through our house. But that's what's so good about this business is I give them like a time frame. So like if there are days that I'm too busy, there's days I just won't touch the machine. Like if I can't do it, I can't do it. I just wait for another day. Or there's days where like I'm just annoyed the thread's not going the way I want over
Yeah.
and over. I'll just shut the machine off, shut my office door, and I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
I'll try
No,
again tomorrow.
yeah, no. I mean, I think that is literally why I couldn't stick to it. I was like, I do not have the patience. Like, I can't have the patience for my 3 kids and this thread. Like, someone is
Yes.
not gonna make it out of here. Wow, power to you. Honestly, that is. It's nice to like shut the machine off. And honestly, like what I'm taking from it is that you make sure that you set enough timeline in case the unpredictable happens. So
Yes.
this way
Yep.
you do have time. And if you get it done faster, great. But you do
Yes.
give yourself that time. That's amazing. So most of your clients are finding you through Instagram. So how are you growing on Instagram to get these bigger clients and more clients?
So I actually started on Facebook in local Facebook moms group.
Oh,
I told you I started watching the TikTok videos in
yep.
September. And then I remember it was October 29th.
Okay.
It was 2 days before Halloween, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna turn this into a business." I made up my name. I jumped on to Instagram and I made sure that name was available. I posted my work for the previous 2 weeks, and then I just sent pictures of my work in a local mom's Facebook group,
Good.
introducing myself and what I do. I went to bed. I woke up to like 60 comments, DMs. Like I just woke up and I was like, "Oh my God." And I swear to you, it just took off from that Facebook moms group. And then I was like, wow.
It's so true though. I mean, first off, I've talked about it multiple times on this podcast. We all know how much I love a good Facebook mom group. But the fact that you are making a product that really pulls on the heartstrings, that I'm telling you, I literally have these outfits hanging in my closet. I'm like, what the heck do I do with them? I'm gonna send them to you because I need something done with them.
Do it.
But
I would
it's
love to
so,
make something for you.
yeah, no, but it's just so creative. Like that you thought to yourself, I don't know, how did you originally even think of ordering something like that? Did you just like type something in Etsy?
Yeah, so I think I saw years ago when my daughter was born in 2020, I saw like stuffed animals that were made out of hospital
Yes.
blankets.
Yep.
So I ended up getting one of those too with like one of her extra hospital blankets. But yeah, and then I guess I was just scrolling and I must have seen like a mama shirt and I was like, "Oh, I want that." So I just clicked on it and I bought it.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely that's what I saved them for originally with those bears. And then you think about a bear and you're like, where the heck am I putting this?
I know.
So I'm
I
like,
know.
it literally is just one of those, they're just stacked. I just have everybody's clothes stacked in like a little thing. I love
Yep.
this so much. Okay, so going back to marketing, what has proven most effective for you? I know the Facebook groups, but like reels, hashtags, collaborations, what else is bringing in?
So I would say honestly, like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I don't get as much views on Instagram. Like I'm seeing like
Uh,
the algorithm is like really messing with me. Um, I think I get more from static posts, like just pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happened. So a couple months ago, for everybody listening, I am a big social media like stalker, like watching the algorithm and trying to figure out how to work this dang thing. But a couple months ago, there was actually a petition to get Instagram to go back to just being pictures because that's what it was. That's what it started
Right.
as. And people were like, if we want to do videos, we'll go to TikTok. So I remember a couple months ago that they did say that the static posts and the carousels were doing better. They were getting pushed more
Yeah,
because of this petition that was going around. So that don't it totally makes sense that your static posts are doing better for sure, for sure. Now, when we think about your business and you it's very steady, right? Like you said, you have these clients,
Mhm.
you have things like that. Now, did you ever explore other options with like scaling? So maybe partnering with like a local business or wholesalers or crafting DIY kits for other moms. Is there like a different avenue that you've ever played with?
I don't know. So I've been contacted by like play places, random like little like there was a shop in like Manalapan that reached out to me, like little shops that want to like offer to rent like a corner of their like store or shop. But I don't know. I've just been like hesitant to like jump into that just yet.
I could definitely see how that is a little bit scary, especially because it's different. It kind of seems like you need to take these items home to make. So it's almost like how are you going to set that up? I can understand that for sure. For sure. It is a cool opportunity though, especially because
The logistics of it had me like, so how would I do this and that? But like the idea of like getting a wider audience is great.
yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm like in my head, like my head's going now. I'm like, how could she make this work? I feel like if you were in the corner and people come in and you tell them what you do, they would buy there, but then they would have to ship their clothes to you or there would have to be really good marketing to know that you were coming and that you would be
Yeah,
collecting the clothes there and asking what they want and things like that. But I could definitely see how it's a little bit tricky for sure, but I definitely think that you should look into doing it just to grow and to
I
get your
know.
name out there more for
Everyone's
sure.
like telling me that. Just go for it.
Yeah, just try it once. It's honestly like if you're nervous to try it once, all you have to do is fail one time and then the next time you learn it, it's like, all right, next time I'm not gonna do this.
That's true.
Nobody walks into a vendor event like this is going to be the best vendor event ever. No, you're like, oh, I forgot this. I don't have bags. I don't have a Venmo. I remember my first vendor event ever. I didn't have a way to pay online. I feel like you
Um,
can't do worse than that.
yeah.
I didn't have a PayPal. I didn't have a Venmo.
No.
They were like, "How can I pay you?" And I was like, "I have a personal one." I just like held up my personal one. But I'm telling you, I think that there's ways to do it, and it's just like, you just keep trying. But I think that would
Yeah.
be really cool. And you have to let me know if you end up doing it because I think that's
You
really
just
fun.
convinced me to go for it.
Yeah, you should. You should. Especially when we're doing our own businesses like this. Like, you got to just take the leap. I had this one author of mine say, take the leap and the net will appear. Like, it's so
It's
true.
true. It's so true.
Is okay. How does, like, when you're thinking of these things, sustainability, what is the most that you think you're going to stay with? Is it going to be your messaging, your legacy? Are you ever thinking like, okay, I'm going to start making new pieces that are going to be hats next? Or is it strictly like you just want to nail down the shirts?
So it's funny you say that because my DMs are bombarded constantly with people saying, "Can you please make hats? Can you please do hats? Hats, hats, hats." My new machine that I bought is actually made for the purpose of doing hats, but I just haven't like went down that avenue yet because I've been too busy getting all my other orders done that I don't have time to just play around.
Yeah, no, for sure. And stay up till 2 a.m. and then you have to go to 4 a.m. on TikTok
I
scrolling
know.
how to make hats.
But
No.
that's the big thing, like, businesses reach out to me constantly asking for hats, and I'm like, "I haven't even gone down that alley yet."
Yeah. Yeah, I give you so much credit, honestly. Like, for anybody that's listening, hand to God. All right. Trying an embroidery machine is a beast. It truly is.
Yeah.
You know what? And anybody listening that is interested, I know she learned on YouTube and bought a machine. I will say for a while, if you look at craft stores, a lot of them have opportunities to play with them in the store and they do lessons and things like that. So if learning on YouTube or learning on TikTok is just not your thing, but you're like, oh my gosh, like I would love to embroider a shirt or I have really funny sayings I want to put on hats, for sure. Go and check those out because I tried the YouTube route and I love YouTube. I watch it all the time. And for some reason, it was not clicking for me. So it was just, if that watching on the video and the pausing is not working, go into a craft store and say, hey, I want to learn this. And most of the time, they do actually have lessons, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so Timeless Threads. How did you think of the name?
It actually kills me because I'm an English teacher and, the spelling of threads,
Yeah.
but I just know, like, I don't want things that are just like a fad. Like, I want things that are timeless that you could wear forever. And then Threads, just the name, it ends with the Z because the S wasn't available on Instagram. So that's it. That's my story.
Oh my gosh. That's why it's a Z because the S wasn't. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think this is a valuable lesson for anybody listening that has really cute name ideas. Go and check the social media handles and see if they're taken before you choose that name because
Yeah.
I can understand that is frustrating for sure.
So mad. I was so mad because I already made like my little logo on Canva and I was ready. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
My gosh. Was it the same business?
Yeah, it was like a similar business. I want to say it was in like California, like an embroidery and a screen printing business.
So that's even more annoying. It's like, dang.
Now, I know.
Well, now you're a Z. So I love it. I love it. Okay. What is one piece of embroidery wisdom that you could share with us today that people would normally have to pay for?
I don't know if they would pay. Well, yes, I guess. So, no shame to anybody out there that's doing this because everyone needs to make money. But I think it's like the people that are out there, like pushing courses kind of like down your throat, like embroidery courses or buy my embroidery cheat sheet and I'll teach you embroidery tricks. Like, if anybody's proof that YouTube, TikTok, or even Chat GPT is a wealth of knowledge. Like, it's me. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on these courses and books about embroidery. You could find it for free online. You really can.
Yeah, I think that's such a great piece of advice. I think a lot lately we've been talking about a little bit about smoke and mirrors, right? Like there's also really great things online that are so beneficial for sure. Like I've bought so many courses and half of them are gems and they're incredible and they taught me a
Mhm.
lot of things. And then the other half it's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm out so much money and there's nothing I can do for this." So the best piece of advice I think is what she's saying is, look online and if you're uncomfortable doing that and you do want to look at courses, my biggest thing is if you go to that person's site, Instagram, whatever it may be, and all they're doing is talking about the course and not physically showing you
Yeah.
that they're making these things or showing you how to do it or giving you tips and tricks, that to me, you don't have that bond, that connection with me, that trust, because you're just telling me that you know how to do this. Anybody can show me a number. I want to see you
Yes,
on a
exactly.
machine showing me a really cool trick that I know I'll be able to learn from you on the end. So I think playing off that a little bit, like if you are like, okay, Brittany, like for sure, I do want to buy a course though. Yeah, by all means, go buy a course, but definitely make sure that they have tutorials that are for free. I find the courses that I have found the most value from are the same people that I can literally go to their Instagram and learn it all myself. But their
Yes.
course is done so well. And I'm trusting because they're literally giving me the information that if I want to sit there for hours, I can learn it right from what they're saying. But it's also nice to have it neatly packed in a course. So that is my piece of advice on that too, for sure.
Like, there's this one embroiderer. I love her. Her name's Janelle. She's Blue Gem Embroidery. She is a perfect example of what you just said. So she can sell things and do classes, but her work is phenomenal. And she actually shows you that she's doing it. Like, I've bought so many embroidery files from her because I trust her, because I know her work is so good.
Yeah.
And she'll show you mess up. She's so real. She'll show you, like, if something doesn't go as planned, she'll show you how to fix it. Like, she's just great. She really is.
Yeah, see, that's what I love. I love the honest teachers, is what I call them, honestly. When you're going through and you're trying to learn something for the first time, I don't know about you. I literally go and try to find anybody that can do it. And I'm like, okay, how did you do this? Like, how are you doing this? And that's why I think it's so important. And I think that is something that if anybody here is listening to, I'm telling you, if they are really good and their course is really good, they are giving you that information away for free because they know that that trust is going to make you buy the course regardless.
Yes. Yep.
Take that. Take that, run with it, check. And we just got one for embroidery. So, what was her name again?
Janelle. And her name is Janelle, and her tag or username is Blue Gem Embroidery.
Uh,
So if you're an embroiderer or looking to get into it, follow her, and she is where you want to start.
I love that. Yeah. It's like, I always call them like I got it from Mel Robbins, like the North Star. It's like the person that you're hoping to become and emulate. Like, I love that so much. And finally, Kristy, the last question. What does being a money hungry mama mean to you?
So it's not about the money per se, but it's like what the money can do for my kids. Again, I have 3 kids. It's not cheap, but I want to basically what drives me is the ability to not have to say no to them or not have them like choose things. Like if they want to try 5 different sports, I don't want them to have to choose. Like I want them to be able to do any sports they want. I want to be able to take those extra vacations and those weekend trips and like I'm all about experiences. So I don't wanna say no because we don't have the extra money to do it. I wanna have that opportunity to be able to give them anything they could want or need.
Yeah, make those memories. I think they're so important. Time is so fleeting.
Yes.
Yeah, that it's so true. It's so true. Just to have it to be able to not say no. I like it. I like it.
Yep.
All right, Kristy. And where can our listeners support you?
You can follow me on my Instagram at the Timeless Threads, again with the Z at the end, not an F. And I'm really hoping to branch out further. I do eventually want to get an Etsy page. So that's in the works right now. I'm working on getting stuff together to open an Etsy.
Yeah, I saw. I clicked on it and I was like, "Oh, she's selling on Etsy." And then I was like, "Oh, I don't think it's done yet." So it's so funny. Maybe by the time this episode airs, guys, that Etsy shop link is going to work in
Yes.
her bio. Amazing. Kristy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.